Hello, my name is Austin Derrickson, and today I'll be taking you through a GreyBox I made for a map I'm making in Quake using Trenchbroom. So we start out in this position. We can see a little table here and this giant thing above us. So I'm hoping that the player will see these details in their line of sight and kind of back up to examine what's above them. And then they'll see this little area. If they turn left or if they want to examine right, they'll see this little button. And this little button can open up this secret door over here. And the whole theme for this map is that this will be a little satanic shrine. And the whole theme for this map is I wanted to have kind of like a hell energy that's being absorbed or being like mined. The player doesn't know that, they're just a test subject, so they don't really know, but they're kind of thrown away. But the story I want to tell is that the facility is harvesting like hell energy from demons, and they kind of got out of control, and that's why everything's gonna kind of be a little bit weird when we progress in the map. So this is just going to be a man-made facility, and hopefully if they find that button, they'll see this little satanic shrine and kind of ponder about what and why that's there. And then we have this observation area that the player can see. So if we move up it and go past this door, so we can, oh, okay, a door. And the goal is that the player will rather see here or turn right, and if they turn right, there's going to be two enemies guarding these doors. Just basic ranged enemies like grunts in Quake, and they'll attack them as soon as they exit this area. You can come over here and view, like, oh, okay, that's weird that they were watching me, huh? And then once they open this door and kill these two enemies, they can open the door, and there'll be a Rottweiler at the end of this hallway. So they'll be attacked by one, and they can shoot it. And then once they open this door, I'll have two enemies in these guard towers shooting at the player, just to give them some verticality and a change in, kind of line of sight. So even if we kill them, we can see that this door doesn't open. So we'll, have to go over here and see this door, and we can go up. Oh, there's a button. Okay. If we press this, we can see that these two doors also close down, and there'll be enemies, two regular enemies and one Rottweiler in this area. They come out just to introduce them both at the same time. Then we can go back and see that this door is now open, and we can go up. So now if the player didn't have a chance to kill the guards in the guard tower, they can definitely do so now. And once they come up this area, I wanted a little sequence where this door will open and a Rottweiler and two ranged enemies will run out. So then once we go over here, in this little like smaller room, there'll be some ammo and some things for the players to pick up just to reward them for going through what they just went through. And then when they go down here, this door will open, and I want a basic demon enemy, nothing like a troll or ogre, but a probably a melee-based enemy, just to introduce the player. Most likely, rather, it'll be the one that jumps out at you, or a wizard, I believe it's called, that shoots stuff at you. So if we come down here and we can kill it, then we see this giant room, and it looks like a lift, and how do we get up there? So you can walk up on this platform, and it starts moving. And so there'll be enemies here, not too many because it kind of goes fast, and we can just shoot them, introducing that wizard character again at the top, just to give them some variety. And they can go back down to try to kill it. And I want to add some items on these little areas just to motivate the player to jump out and try to get them. So you can come over here, and we'll have a little room of respite, maybe some health, ammo for the player to pick up. And then if we come over here, what I want to do is introduce that the melee character for the demons, since I want to introduce both humans and kind of demon characters in this map. So this will isolate the melee demon, and so the player will have a chance to be introduced to it without nothing too scary. So then if we come back out here, we see this giant area with some crates, or will be crates, and some cages. And we can, and what's going to be out here is a mix of those scrag or wizard enemies and also the melee demon enemies. And that'll just introduce the player like, oh, okay, why are there suddenly demons outside, and why is this stuff broken, and why is this stuff here, and just get them thinking about what's going on. And so we can go down here, and this will be a little respite room with some ammo and everything, just to release that tension that they just went through. We can go through here, and what I want at the end of this hallway, or in this hallway, is going to be a Rottweiler, so the player can kind of start saying, okay, well, always have Rottweilers. So we can open this door again, and what I want here is to introduce the Scrag with the Rottweilers with the human enemies. So we'll have one wizard, one Rottweiler, and 2 human enemies for the player to fit. And there'll be a few desks, and I want this area to be kind of like a hub, you would think an administrative office for the facility, just the main hub where maybe they have quarters or something for the soldiers or guards there. But yes. And then I want this area right here to be kind of an unnatural to the architecture of the building, like an explosion happened and now this is burst open. So then over here, we see this little mountainous area. And since the setting for this map is going to be in the mountains, this will give the player a chance to see what's going on and explore the outside, since I showed it to him in a previous area. So here we can have a little jumping challenges, and I want to add some of the wizard or scrag enemies that shoot at the player while they're trying to jump. And these jumps will get increasingly difficult as the player goes down. And then in this middle platform, I want to add some health and maybe like a dead soldier, just to build some of that narrative of, oh, okay, so people trying to escape just like me and get out, or why are they here? How'd they get here? Let's get them to ask some questions. And we can see we got more difficult and escalating jumps. And finally, we have to go down. And then we get here, and there'll be some more scrag enemies or wizard enemies just to fight right here, and maybe some human enemies like right here guarding this little area, and we can see that area across the way. We can jump over here, jump down, have a little health or armor or something, and have some armor and health over there just to motivate the player to try to take some risks. So we can jump over here, do some parkour, and we can see this broken door in this area. I want this area right here to be more cavernous than man-made, so excuse the geometry, it's not finalized yet, but if we go over here, we can see one of 2 areas. So we can see this area and we can see a door to our right. So you can see some lava, like, oh, that's interesting. And to our right, we have the staircase. So for the sake of interest, I'll go to the staircase, because I like winding staircases in Quake. And we can see this hallway and add 2 more Rottweiler enemies to charge the enemy and give them a little respite, a little gift, some armor in here, or a super shotgun is what I'm thinking, just to motivate the player to come down and explore. We'll go and do this room, and then we'll see, oh, okay, this is kind of weird. And each of these, all the walls are going to be slightly different, or the same texture, with this one wall being slightly different. This wall is an illusionary wall. That'll lead us to this main area. So we have these lava cages, and kind of thinking, okay, well, why is there lava on this snowy mountain? It's not a, I don't think it's a volcano. And we can see this area that we have to jump down to. Boop, and we take some damage. What I want is to have some health in the middle of this, just to pull the player in. And what they'll see is, okay, I believe it's called a troll here. So there'll be that troll enemy that they'll have to fight. I believe it shoots like lightning and things, which is pretty awesome. So they'll have to fight that. And then we have some steps over here with some items. And I want this to kind of like be the penultimate fight, where they have to fight this giant troll. And then after they have some, relaxation, you can see, oh wow, this thing was being caged just almost like me. And then we'll see this giant thing that was just above us, so we can hopefully connect 2 and 2 and then end the level here. So yeah, that was the GreyBox for my first iteration of the map. I hope you enjoyed it, and leave some comments if you have any suggestions. Thank you.